Okay, this is me against Dangerous from Maryland forums, and I feel a little bad about this battle because he was using mostly underused and Borderland, while I was just hitting it with my full overused team. Anyway, I used Dragon Pulse, and I thought maybe I could sweep, but he survived with just that little bit of HP and hit back with Hidden Power Ice, which hurt. So, that was one of mine down, and I went out with Lucaria, and he predicted either Extreme Speed or Mach Punch, but I used Sword Stance as he switched out to Dust Noir, which would have resisted both of them. So after a Sword Stance, I used Crunch, which did a lot of damage to that Dust Noir, considering it was probably a physical wall. But he burnt me afterwards, and that halved my attacks. That brought it down back to normal, and there he switched out to Dust Noir. Switched out from Dust Noir to Fortress. I hit him with Crunch again, which luckily lowered his defense. I used Sword Stance again here because I didn't really see any threat in the Fortress, and he just used Stealth Rock, so that double swords brought me back up to basically plus 2 levels of attack. And I used Close Combat here, which brought it quite near to being KO'd, but not quite. And he used Gyro Ball, which brought me down to quite low HP, but it wasn't that bad, considering that I had defense low and I was quite fast and he was very slow. He sent out Dust Noir, expecting close combat. I used Crunch and finished off the Dust Noir. And from here he basically just tries to stall out for burn damage, which I die from next turn. And he sends out a Altaria, and I'm not sure why I used Extreme Speed here, because I knew that Altaria couldn't be faster than me, unless it was Scarfed. But I did, and that basically did nothing to the Fortress. So my Lucaria was down there. And after this, I think I sent out, Electivire, my Mixfire, and I used Thunderbolt, and he switched out to Electabuzz. That doesn't matter, because Electabuzz doesn't have Motor Drive, that's only Vire, so that got KO'd. And what did he send out next? Oh yes, the Altaria, which is faster, but he used Dragon Dance, and I don't think he saw the Hidden Power Ice coming, but even if he didn't, he probably could have seen the Ice Punch coming, so that might have been a bit of a bad move on his side. And this Drapion really got me a bit worried, because it was faster than me at first and used Night Slash, which got me down to pretty low HP, and then my Thunderbolt didn't KO it, and I thought that's it for Jammer because of Life Orb, back down to 43. But then I think it must have been a speed tie, because I was first next. Either that or he was using Mirror Coat or Counter. I don't even think that Drapion gets that. And he sends out Blastoise, which I think it was just, I'm not sure why, but I got killed by Life Orb, so his Ice Beam didn't hit. And he was down to red health, where I just sent out my Ape and used Thunder Punch. And from there it was just his Fortress, which was on low health against my Ape. And I used Close Combat, which I should have used Flamethrower. I guess I wasn't thinking, but it still took it out anyway. And yeah, good game. We'll have to have another game, just BL stuff.